Three tips to connecting best this summer. Hi there, I'm Gina Ramirez, a licensed therapist and certified health coach, and it's another Coach's Corner today. All month long has been focused on skin health and making better connections this summer. And today I'm talking to working moms. I hope working moms are listening because this goes by so fast when you have kids. And I know it's super frustrating when you're a working mom because you still have to put in those hours at work, but you want to be with your family. You want to be with those important people in your life. Even if you don't have kids, you still have important people in your life. So, how can you utilize the summer months to really make the best connections? And number one tip is to be flexible. You have got to be flexible with your time. Those of you working moms, if you're anything like me, I love a structure, I love a plan, I love a schedule. But sometimes in those summer months, we've got to give a little bit of leeway, right? So be flexible with maybe your hours. If you're able to talk with your supervisor, adjust your schedule. If you are a solopreneur and you're able to do things on your own, adjust your schedule that you are able to take some time here and there. Maybe you're working a little longer in the evenings after kids go to bed, after dinner, whatever you have to do to spend quality time, the bulk of the time that the kids are awake, alert, in a good mood. And you can do that along with working full time. Now, structure is important, and that's tip number two. So, I know I just said to be flexible, but what can you do structure wise? Because we don't want kids on screens, right? I'm all about health and wellness. I don't like adults on screens. I don't like kids on screens 24/7. And when you have kids at home, what do you do with them, right? Unless they're going to camp, unless you've got them engaged in a million and one activities, you're kind of left with needing a babysitter because you've got to work. Remember what I said about tip number one, adjust your schedule. But tip number two, keep some sort of plan, be planned, be scheduled wherever it is that you can, that you have something for the kids to do. I'm all about keeping a routine for these kids during the summer, that they don't lose track of their skills as far as education goes. Maybe you've gotten a workbook from Amazon. That used to be me. And so we actually had a summer schedule. Boo. I know a lot of people are booing me right now, a lot of kids, because they don't want that. But you can't sleep till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry, teenagers. You do have to engage with the rest of the household and have chores and have other things that we're doing. Is there time for screens? Absolutely. That's also scheduled in there. So I'm still making a schedule, right, for these kids. I'm still having them engaged with me. Maybe it means that we are cooking together. Maybe it means that we're deciding on what's going to be for lunch and dinner, and we're in the kitchen engaged in an activity. I love having activities for kids to do, but again, it's scheduled out. So you get your time working. You also get time to play on those screens, whatever that means for you. And tip number three, take time for you, friend, working mom out there that is listening to this. I know it's harried. We're taking vacations. We have the kids at home. We're trying to do all the things. And maybe you're looking at your calendar going, August, September can't get here fast enough. Been there, been there. But I want you to take the opportunity to say, you know what? I've given you guys your time. I'm going to take my time to go read a really great book or to just sit down and have some tea. Whatever it is that you enjoy, where people are not touching you or asking you for a million and one things, because that's what happens with working moms. You also need some downtime. And sometimes that becomes really hard to find when your little people are home all day long. So you never get a respite during the school year. Oftentimes, you're at work, you can come home and you have a tiny window, maybe, or you're driving in your car, you have a tiny window where you don't have people asking you for a million and one things, little people in particular. All right, my friends, those are the 3 tips to get the most out of your summer as a working mom, that you really take some time for yourself. Don't forget about you. Plan things out. Plan your day, plan your month or your 3 months, summertime, vacation time. Everything's planned out, right? And tip number 1 that I talked about is to be flexible. All right, friends, have a fantastic rest of your week. And I will be back next week where we will be in July talking about a whole different topic. I will see you then.